Health Minister Mary Isaac believes that runoffs tend to cause division among contenders. This is one of the main reasons for opting out of the contest for the Castries South seat at the next general elections. Isaac, who spoke on the matter during a guest appearance on Newsspin this week, was among three other hopefuls vying for the UWP nomination to contest the Castries South seat. However, she and the other list of contenders withdrew from the contest, allowing Bertrand Butch Johannes a shot at winning the seat. Isaac explained that her aversion to runoffs played a major factor in her decision to contest the seat.
But it is something that I went through once, and I don't think I ever want to go through it again, because I realize how divisive it can be. The parties that are vying for the position in a runoff, usually it leaves some level of bitterness or division amongst the people. And I don't think that that is necessary going into an election. So given that, and that's my personal opinion about it, given that, I felt at this point in time, the party ought to be able to name all its candidates by now. So I decided to pull out, because I will not, it's part of the process, but I will not, it is something that I don't wish to go through again. So as a result of that, I decided to step down.
However, in a recent media interview, the chair of the UWP Castries South constituency hinted that the minister was not exactly the first choice among the base. The news that Isaac would not contest the Castries South seat came as a surprise to some who expected her to be a shoo-in given her candidacy in 2016. But Isaac says nothing is owed to her.
I never feel any level of entitlement when it comes to anything in life. So it definitely is not that I feel entitled. I am the Minister of Health, and I have served, and I am continuing to be willing to serve, because what I like is to serve the people. You understand? And that is what is important. Going through a runoff is not going to prevent me from continuing to serve as the Minister of Health. And to me, that is what is most important right now. So it is not a matter of, nobody is entitled to run a constituency without going through the process.
Some have questions whether Isaac bowed out of the race out of fear of failure. This is what she had to say.
I have a lot of support in Castries South. There is no doubt about that. I have stayed with the people even after the last election, although many people believe that I had won that election. And I stayed with the people without any kind of regret or any kind of, remorse or anything like that. And even when people would come up to me and say, we know you won, because if you win the Cicero area, the myth is that you won the election. You've won Castries South, and I did win the Cicero area. So a lot of people are of the view that I won the last election, okay? They would come up and say that, and I would always say to them, it is what it is, and God knows what's best. I have no regrets. I am very thankful to my party, the United Workers' Party, that even after I lost the last election, I was still given the opportunity to serve in a very important ministry, maybe the most important ministry. I always argue that between that and the Ministry of Finance. I always say that the Ministry of Health is the most important ministry.
Bertrand Butch Johannes will face incumbent Dr. Ernest Hilaire at the next general elections for the Castries South constituency. Johannes hails from Hospital Road, Castries. Gina Filippi, HTS News Force.